Hello everyone, my name is Rusa, and today let's talk about terrain modifiers in CK2. And I will try to keep it short, so we will learn together. And I'm fairly new to the game myself. I'm closing into 100 hours, so I'm trying to learn the terrain modifiers, and I thought you guys could learn with me. So feel free to help me out in the chat if I'm getting something wrong, because this is a little bit tricky. So, welcome back. This is a small list that I came over on the CK2 wiki page that I think it's pretty good for everyone in here to take a look at. And what do we get out of this picture? There is 9 different terrain modifiers that we maybe doesn't we don't talk about the terrain modifiers at all. So that's why I want to highlight those throughout this video. And also there's 8 different unit types, and therefore the modifiers is a little bit different, and yeah, it makes sense. So let's take a look on the different modifiers. We have hill defense. Attack modifier is plus 20% for archers, plus 50% for the defense side. And also light infantry have plus 30% in the defense, and same goes for infantry, light cavalry, and horse archers. They have defense, but then only horse archers, pikemen, and archers have attack modifiers that will help them out. And also, as we can see, camel cavalry and heavy cavalry doesn't have any benefits in hill and mountain defense, neither in like attack or defense, which can be really good to put behind your ear depending on where you are fighting. And side note, in the end, if you have really huge numbers, and if you're running around with an army on 20k and you're fighting against someone with only 10k, you're severely outnumbering them, which these attack modifiers doesn't really matter too much. But if you learn how to use like a river crossing and like mountain defense, hill defense to your advantage, you could cut your losses a little bit, or just watch out to make a major mistake. So what can we see here? Like hill and mountain defense, that they're giving the biggest defense modifiers to archers, and as we can see, it's plus 50 and 100% when we compare hill and mountain defense. They do get some attack buffs as well, according to this chart. I will put a link down below, and we can see what is shocking to me, that in mountain defense, light infantry gets a plus 100 in both attack and defense. And if you have been playing CK2 for a while, some areas have a ridiculous amount of mountains. So if there's a lot of mountains in your area, maybe focus on an army with a lot of archers and light infantry, because you get some crazy modifiers. Then I haven't used any jungle fights. Not so common, because I've been playing as a Viking, and there's not much jungle in Finland, Sweden, Norway, Denmark yet. But this is a little bit tricky though, to know when it's a mountain, when it's a hill, what is a river crossing. I will show you how you will find this information on the map. But take a closer look on the chart. Like we have hill defense, mountain defense, jungle defense, forest defense, desert defense, river crossing, major river crossing, strait crossing, and amphibious landing, which is kind of harsh. It's giving Attack modifier is negative to both defenders and attackers. And now what else should we think about? Like a straight crossing is also giving heavy penalties. And feel free to correct me if anything in this chart is wrong in the comments. Because as I said in the beginning of the video, I'm only 100 hours in, and this is something that I'm trying to comprehend right now. And I wanted to highlight these things with you all back home. Okay, let's go and take a look at the map. As you can see, we have zoomed out our map right now, and I also ticked on the terrain, the default terrain map mode, and now we can see like what kind of different terrains we have here. I like to get a quick oversight, like you know, with every county and a province and everything, you can't be 100% from this view, but you can also like zoom in, and it's a little bit better. It's a little bit dark though, but it's still a little bit hard to figure out. Oh yeah, there is rats. Okay, that rat can swim though. Okay, terrain modifiers. Yeah, I'm not setting my foot here in the rat land. Oh yeah. But anyhow, you remember the different traits? If you click here on Lincoln, no, we're not clicking, but here it says in the square, it says Lincoln, Kingdom of Jorvik, terrain, plains. And climate, it's mild winter. Side note, depending on the weather, there's mild winter, but if we go over here, it's severe winter. And if I understand this correct, depending on the weather, that can give us an attrition bonus. Okay, not a bonus, but penalty. There we go. Attrition penalty. Some might see it's a bonus, but in my head it's maybe a penalty. But yeah, anyhow. Black square on the right hand side. Here we can also see terrain mountain, and here we see it's terrain forest. Even though on the map it says we can see there is a little bit of mountain up here. We could think it's maybe a hill, maybe mountain, but when we put our arrow in this area, it actually says terrain is forest. So you should always check on beforehand what kind of terrain it is, because Rovaniemi up here in Finland, this is forest, but also here, this is considered hills. Like, yeah, in my eyes, this would probably be a mountain, but here is the hill modifier we would be looking at. And let's go back to England. We can see on the map there's a flood going here, and here it only says terrain plains, but when we click on the map we get this small icon, and here it says a river flows between this county and Leicester, Northampton, Norfolk, Leeds and Hull. So when we're attacking in these areas, when I am the attacker, I will get the drawback from being the aggressor. But if we can get the attacker to attack us, we will take no, not the attacker will attack us. If we provoke them and they chase us down instead of we chasing them, we will get the defensive bonuses. So it's always good to take a look. Like here it says, straight across the Solent to Witwara, a river flows between this county and Oxford. Like as I said in the beginning, if you exceed in numbers, these modifiers might not be a big deal. But if you wanna try hard a little bit and cut your losses, I might actually pay a small attention to like hill and mountain things. Penalties, not things. And like here we have, this is hills plus there's a river going in this tile. So if we can defend up here, we will have a really good time. We can also see a little bit, and now here we have some kind of hill, so you move your mouse over, but it might help a little bit to use the different map modes to see a little bit better how it works. There is way more to talk about when it comes to terrain modifiers. Like you could think about like attack strategies and attrition of like this info we're getting here, that we have hills, we have here, it's a river coming in through here, but also like the supply limit is 7,400. So an army bigger than 7,400, they will take attrition penalty. And then we see also it's a normal winter, like they can also affect how things goes. But I wanted to keep it simple and underneath 15 minutes, maybe even 10 minutes if I'm good enough with the editing. But this is a little bit to get a little bit comfy, and let's learn together how to use these terrain modifiers. It was during one of my live streams on Twitch. Some a viewer brought it up to me. Hey Rusa, I know you're new to the game, but have anyone told you about there is actually terrain modifiers in the game? And I was like, what the fuck? Really? No, I didn't know. So that's why I thought I should share this with you as well, because to me it was really strange. I didn't think about it at first, and that's why I'm trying to simplify it, what it really is. And if you want to make it simple, use these terrains to your benefit. Like you will have an easier time if you are defending than attacking. And also like your castles and the keeps will change stuff as well. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm trying to break down CK2 rules, guides to underneath 10-15 minutes, so anyone can pay attention and learn something new. And I hope you learned something here as well, and please let me know what you did think about this video, and I will keep making these really beginner friendly tutorials, and I will try to keep them in the humane minutes, because they're so overwhelming with information. So I'm trying to keep it plain and simple. So what can we say about the terrain modifiers? Go back in the video, look at the chart. We could see hills and mountains, light infantry and archers had insane terrain modifiers. I have also heard like pikemen do really good as well. And one thing you shouldn't forget, your leaders can get modifiers as well, like holding the center, like a good tactician, like they will excel in different terrain types. So if you have a lot of commanders, before a fight you can switch them a little bit and use that to your advantage. And if you don't know how you get a commander, just look at through your vassals, nobles, and give them the rank, no, the title commander, and then they can lead your army. But yeah, like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and also let me know what you think about terrain modifiers in CK2, and how do you think it will be in the CK3? Please, I'm equally excited as you about Crusader Kings 3. And thank you for watching. My name is Rusa. I make tutorial videos here on the YouTube, but you can also find me live on Twitch. Have a good one. Bye bye.